Hey there! Hi! How are you? How's it going? Those are just a few ways for how you can start a conversation in English. So in today's video, I'm going to go over some simple ways that you can start a conversation in English and keep it going. Quite often you meet someone in real life and you want to start talking to them, but you don't know what to say. So for that reason, I'm going to go over some very simple and effective ways for how you can start a conversation in English. So instead of just simply saying hello, which can sound kind of too formal sometimes, you could say the following. So to begin with, when you first see someone, you can say, hi, hey, hey there, hiya. So after you initially greet someone, the most common thing to ask is, how are you? But what else could you ask instead of just saying, how are you? Well, you could say, how's it going? How's life? What's shaking? What's up? What's going on? How's life? How's everything? How are things? So if someone asks you those questions, you can reply by saying, I'm good, I'm okay, not bad, I'm doing well, thank you. And you could return the question, and how are you? You could also follow that up by asking yourself. So if someone asks you, what's up, or what's going on, you could reply by saying, not much, not too much. And if they ask you, how are you? You can reply by saying, things are good, things are awesome, things are great. So I've just gone over how you can initially greet someone and ask them how they're doing. And the next step is to maybe introduce yourself and give a little bit of information about yourself and ask your partner or your new friend some information about them. So obviously, you only need to really introduce who you are and your name the first time that you meet someone. So you can say, my name is Evelyn, or you can say, I'm plus the name, I'm Evelyn, what's your name? And after you've given your name and you've asked the new person what their name is, you can follow that up by saying, it's nice to meet you, nice to meet you, it's a pleasure to meet you, or nice meeting you. And if someone says that to you, you can reply by saying, nice meeting you too, or likewise. So after the initial greeting, and after you introduce yourself by giving your name and asking their name and saying it's nice to meet each other, the next step would be to ask some simple personal questions. So to keep the conversation going, you could ask some questions about their personal details. You might choose to ask about their age if you feel comfortable doing so. You can ask, how old are you? Now, if someone asks you that question, you can answer it by saying, I am, plus the number. For example, you can say, I am 16. Or you could answer it by saying, I am, plus the number, followed by years old. For example, you can say, I am 16 years old. And you can ask the partner how old they are by saying, and how old are you? Now you can also ask what country or what city that person is from. You could ask, where are you from? Where did you grow up? What city do you live in? So if someone asks you those questions, you can say, I'm from, followed by the country name, or you can say, I live in, followed by the city name. Now, in addition to asking about age or where someone lives or where they're from, you might choose to ask them about their job or their occupation. You could ask them a question like, What do you do for a living? What do you do for a job? And if that person's a student, you might ask, what do you study? What do you major in? So to answer those questions, you can say, I work as a, followed by the job title. For example, you can say, I work as a barista. Or you can say, I am, plus the name of the job. So you can say, I am a barista. Now, if someone asks you what you study, you could answer that by saying, I study, followed by the subject. I study math. Or you can say, I major in mathematics. So in addition to age, where the person's from or where they live, their job, you can also ask about a person's hobbies or interests. You could ask questions like, what do you like to do in your free time? What do you enjoy doing? Do you have any hobbies? What are some of your interests? And you can answer those questions by saying, I love, plus the activity. I love skiing. You could also say, I really enjoy, plus the activity. I really enjoy swimming. Now you can also answer that by saying, my favorite pastime is, followed by the activity. For example, you could say, my favorite pastime is painting. Now when that person is talking about their hobbies and interests, you could respond by nodding, by smiling, and you could say things like, that's so cool. That sounds super interesting. I'd love to hear more about that. You could also say, what is that? Could you tell me more about that? So after you've had this pleasant conversation, how do you end the conversation? Well, you could say to them, it was great chatting with you. I hope to see you again. Nice meeting you. You can also say, hope to see you again soon. So there you have it. There are some very simple and very common ways that you can start a conversation, keep it going, and then end it politely. I hope you found this video informative. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And to all of my viewers, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. I'll see you next time.